Du, 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 du. Du, 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 du. Du, 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 du. Wait, what? No, please don't tell me. Please don't tell me what the shop is. Please don't. No. No, I don't believe this. I refuse to believe that I think what I think the shop sells. Please, please be a lie. Please don't. No, please, no. They sell candles? Okay, not gonna lie, that was unexpected. I knew that well, I didn't know, but I expected them to sell honeycomb. They also sell no, not honeycomb, honey blocks. What? Anyway, but still, candles. My last episode was all for nothing. No. Okay, wait, please. What's the pricing? Okay, one diamond for 16. Okay, that's my prices. What? 32? No. 32 as well? No. No. I don't believe this. Ah. Well then, 32 per diamond it is. Not as much profit as I could have had. Hello guys and welcome back to another episode on Zetacraft. In today's episode, I was thinking about actually expanding the mega base because last time we did it was, I think, I'm pretty sure it was on episode 3. Yeah, it was on episode 3. And, well, in real life time, well, right now, since today I'm recording this, I'm pretty sure that was about, I want to say, 2 weeks ago. But I'm not too sure. But I'm gonna hope so. Actually, I'm not gonna hope so, I'm gonna assume so. Anyway, I should probably tell you guys what the actual, expansion of the mega base will be. Will be actually adding in more roads and more buildings, houses, shops, taverns, libraries, even a church maybe. And I already have like a little vision in my head of how it's gonna look like. So hopefully it's gonna look good. And just before we hop into a time lapse, if I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure I already told you guys that I joined this little shopping district road competition. And if I'm not wrong, I already showed you my little road design, which is actually the design which I want to go with in my mega base right now currently. But I don't know if I want to keep it or change it. Most likely will change it, but I'm not too sure about that. And the reason why I'm even, telling you guys about, this road competition is because when I hopped on today on the server and walked through that nether portal just before I started recording, I hopped like this. I was like hopped right down here. Was going to check the profits at minimalistic, but right before I did that, something caught my eye, and that something was this right there by Time Architect. Right, I saw this. I was like, but I didn't even see the sign, right? But when I hopped on here, right, I saw this. I was like, I wonder who made this road design. And the only reason why I'm even mentioning Time Architect's road design is because he did one thing which me or none of the other Zetas did. Spawn proofing, more like a mob proofing. So you don't have to worry about any creepers exploding, any skeletons shooting, or any zombies trying to attack you, which is, not gonna lie, very smart. I didn't even think about that. And also I really quite like these lamp designs, not gonna lie. And also I realized this, he added candles onto his little fence design, which I really like. A very smart way of using candles. Well done, Time Architect, looks very nice. And now I think it's an amazing time to hop into a time lapse of the mega base. Here we go. And here it is. Two things actually before I start talking. First of all, I may or may not have, as you've seen, already built one building, and I may or may not absolutely love it, so I'll most likely be tweaking it later on, especially because, I thought using composters down here will look actually good. No, I personally don't like the compost I use, so I'm gonna think of something down here, and also the cobblestone. I could most likely change it for something better. So this building's just like an idea of, like, for example, what the buildings over here will look like. No, this building won't look like this, but just an idea. Especially that window. Double block windows always look kind of iffy, especially if it's on a diagonal. But let me, I guess, try to quickly fix it. Okay, what about now? I mean, I guess it's better. I guess I actually no, I could definitely work with this. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna keep it for now. I'm gonna work with it later on. And, this building, the one which I just built, might seem a little bit off by its size compared to my starter base. Starter base, whoopsie, just the house which I'm living in for right now, in my mega base. Because, as you can most likely see, the house which I'm living in is pretty much double the size. So I decided to just, remove that top layer of my house. Well, because two things. First of all, this house is ginormous compared to this one. And the other thing is, I'm not gonna use this other area. But there was one thing which, one particular Zeta put in here. This is a collectible. No, wait, yeah, I was right, collectible Do Not Fortune. And I wonder who this emerald block belongs to. Actually, not emerald block, sorry, emerald ore. I wonder. You can only find this in mountain biomes. And guess what? This jungle is in a mountain biome. Actually, wait, that doesn't make sense. A jungly mountain biome. I don't know the official name for this biome. I'm just gonna refer it as a jungly mountain biome because, we're in the mountains and it's a jungle. Big brain. Anyway, guys, back on track now. Honestly, I quite like how the buildings are laid out in this little city area, I guess. If I quickly land on the house. I'm pretty sure I mentioned already, but the scaffolding is meant to be like a little road and stuff like that. But honestly, I really like how it's turning out so far. Especially, I can't wait until I put the road in, There's gonna be like a library or, I don't know, a tavern, I guess. You can just, like walking up the street, you can see the tavern and the people having fun, stuff like that. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. Oh yeah, and you probably realize that all of these houses, buildings, are very diagonal. The only two buildings which aren't diagonal is my house and this little building over here, which, not gonna lie, I don't know if I should keep or not, just because it's a little bit of an odd shape. But I mean, it's here, I guess, and still, I already have like a little plan thing here, like like a restaurant here, whatever, there's like a little view which you can see into, like, the riverside or whatever, and you can see the bar down there and my other stuff. And later on, maybe I might, you make a bridge or something like that to that island and have some stuff over there. I don't know. We'll see. But before we do, I'm gonna go to sleep because I don't want to get attacked. Oh yeah, and I should probably mention why I actually went with, diagonal buildings. It's because of two things. First of all, I'm kind of bored of making, standard square and rectangular houses and stuff like that. And the other thing is, I think wait, there was a creeper somewhere. Okay, there's a creeper over there. Anyway, and the other reason is because I think diagonal houses or buildings look much prettier. Oh yeah, and the third reason why I'm building them is because I want to, and I think it looks just better for the streets instead of them being, square buildings and rectangular buildings. I want them to be diagonal rectangles and diagonal squares. because it looks much nicer. Oh yeah, and I also realized this area of land which I deforested about, I think, 2 episodes ago, 3, something like that. Yeah, it's absolutely tiny. I could only fit, what, a little bit more, maybe like a house, or not a house, sorry. I always refer them to houses, I meant buildings. Like maybe I could make one more building over there and 2 there, small ones I guess. But then we have that space as well, but I'm gonna use that later on. Now I guess, let's hop into a time lapse. And the library is finally finished. And before I start continuing to talk, this diagonal building gave me a lot of internal thoughts of pain and misery. The reason why is because I done the very smart thing and actually made this building lean towards me instead of it, being up straight. Because if you don't know, this bottom part is 5 blocks wide, right? And actually no, not 5, sorry, 6. And this one is 7, which messed up these 2 blocks of the building. Yeah, this one and this one. I needed to cover them with stairs because I messed up. But I fixed it, but I was stressful for quite a while actually. That's the reason why it was 2 time lapses instead of only 1. And now let's take a look inside of the library. Actually, I should probably tell you this. I did not finish the library, like, at all. I only put in some bookshelves just because, it's a library. You need books. But I actually didn't put anything else just because I got lazy and I ran out of time for the recording session. So yeah, I'll probably be doing some stuff off camera and just filling up this this library with paintings, candles and stuff like that. Little additional stuff. So actually here at the bottom of the library we have, a bookshelves. Yeah, that's pretty much it, and a desk, a quick desk which I made, and honestly I'm definitely gonna be changing it because I don't like it. I honestly don't. But anyway, now let's move on to the upstairs. And before we do move on to the upstairs, I'm gonna warn you, I've pretty much done nothing. And here's the upstairs. Yeah, I know, there's like nothing except from this little balcony, which there's a very nice view of the downstairs section. But yeah, other than that, there's nothing else. And still, I didn't even put any lanterns up here. Like, torches? Really? Come on, I have lanterns and I have chains. I could have easily just put like 3 lanterns here with chains hanging down off the balcony for some lighting. Like, honestly, I just got extremely lazy and, well, I mean, I could have done better, if I'm being honest. And that definitely does prove the point, because back here, oh god, I'm honestly very embarrassed to even show you this, guys, just because it looks that bad. There it is. What is this? What is this? When I was doing the back, I didn't think that it would look that bad. Like, I was like, oh yeah, this might look kind of good, so I just, I put it there. And when I'm looking back at it, it looks absolutely horrible. What was I thinking? What was I thinking putting this here? I'll be doing some other stuff over here. I mean, it's a weird window design. I tried my best, I guess. Same here. It's a different window design on this one and this one. It's a bit complicated. So the back, it's pretty much, I wouldn't recommend going at the back, The front is the main purpose of this building, not the back. We could ignore the back. Actually, I could just entirely remove the back. I mean, I don't need this. I only put this just because I thought it would be kind of cool that there's going to be an entrance to this building here as well. I don't need this here. And now we can move on to this building, which I reconstructed. Oh my god, I didn't even make them into the 6-sided logs. I'm a failure. Anyway, just ignore that little fact. Yeah, I completely changed up the building. Well, not completely. I still have the dark prismarine roof. I just changed up the block choices for the other bits of the building. Like where the composters were, I put in, what was it, stone bricks, stone, and andesite. Wait, is this andesite? Yeah, andesite, right? Right? Andesite? Yeah, andesite. And for this little middle section, I guess, I put in calcite and diorite because it's a nice mixture of white. And over here, where the calcite used to be, I replaced it with stripped spruce logs just because, I mean, it looks nice and it kind of matches the dark oak. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I also put in flowering azaleas just because, I mean, it looks nice. And I scented the window because, I mean, it looks nice, I guess. But still, I'm not 100% confident with this building. I might change it, I might not, most likely not. But I did realize one thing when I just landed here, and that was that I didn't put any diorite on this front right here. If I put the diorite on the left, the right, and the back, what's stopping me from putting it on the front? I honestly have such a big brain. Anyway, moving on from this little building, let's talk about the pathways. Honestly, I love them. I love the pathways so much, especially this one. This is pretty much how I envisioned how it would look like, except I'm gonna add in a little bit more side dirt, I guess, kind of like pathways, path blocks what I added here. I'm probably gonna remove this one, but something what I added over here on this side. Because, I mean, it looks nice with the coarse dirt, but I forgot to add in all the path blocks near them, so I'm gonna be doing that. Oh yeah, and also I added in buttons obviously for, you know, little pebbles and stuff like that, and I just really love the mixture of andesite, stone, and stone bricks put together on the road. It looks great. And I also decided that I'm most likely going to be changing some of these buildings' layouts, as in, if you haven't realized, every single building has a 2-block middle to it, not a 1-block center, a 2-block center, which I don't know why I did that. That was so stupid of me to do. Like, I did it on this, I did it on this one, actually I didn't do it on that one, but I done it on every single other one. And if you don't know, it's ridiculously hard to make a 2-centered building look good. So yeah, I most likely will be changing the other layouts of the buildings. Also, one little thing which actually popped into my mind quite recently was the fact of where will I expand my little town or city, whatever you want to call it, because that's pretty much where I want my castle to be. And I don't really want to expand my base that way, because pretty much from this top stone area over here, this mountainside just goes down and down and down and down. And I mean, I don't really want to be working with a low-laying castle while the city itself is actually higher than the castle. I think that's a bit dumb. So I decided to actually have this problem. Which way should I expand my city? This way, or this way, or this way? I didn't know. I decided to just terraform new land. And all that terraform land which I want to make will go all across this river, ending up over on this side of the mountain. And this would result in a huge amount of land this way, and different elevations of buildings and stuff like that. And you know how much fun and how annoyed I would be when building this city, especially with this very rough terrain over here. I would absolutely hate it. So that's the reason why I want to expand this way. And I realize each time I do this little zoom, you don't actually see my face, you see the top of my head. But I had a huge realization what this would mean to me. And if you don't know what the realization would be, it would be to make a whole cliffside down to there. Which, well, I mean, hey, I don't want to do that. No, I definitely don't want to do that. So instead of making a huge cliff going all down to the bottom of the sea, no, whoopsie, not sea, the river, I decided to just either make this area into a cave or something else later on. I don't know, you know, it's only the beginning, so I guess we'll see. But there is one more thing which I want to do in this episode before it ends, and that would be this thing right here in front of my shop, which I don't know if this was already in the beginning of this episode. I don't think it was, but it might have been, and I just kind of forgot to talk about it. Anyway, the actual thing which I'm concerned about is the actual message inside. Beware the family. This is what happens when you mess with the family. What did I do? I'm concerned. I don't know what I did. Did I well, you know, the closest thing I possibly could have done to mess with the family would be putting Geek Squeak's head here, you know, for shop advertisement. But other than that, I don't know what I did. And I'm now very confused on what this could be. Like, I don't think I did anything else. I mean, I'm a bit scared. I mean, I was looking who it could have been, and I honestly don't know. I mean, obviously, the very first person I assumed this would be Geek Squeak, because I used his head for my shop. But I found out that it wasn't him, and it's someone else. So now I'm a bit confused on who this could possibly be, or who the family are. Now I'm very worried, because, you know, I don't want to be involved in this mafia type of stuff. You know, if there's anything that I did, please contact me and I'll repay you in any way. And still, what could possibly go wrong? Still, it's not like they can take away my mega base from me. So anyway, this will be the end of the episode. If you enjoyed, I'm glad to hear, and goodbye.